The Speaker recognizes Representative Switalski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to detail my opposition to House Bill 4952. You know, I appreciate the sponsor of this bill's work on this. I think that his intentions are true. But what we're doing here is we are exacting public policy throughout the entire state of Michigan, putting requirements on every one of those individuals who's collecting unemployment benefits, unemployment insurance, based on one employer, their experience, based on anecdotal experiences with potential future applicants. And so I believe that we should not suggest that everyone who is collecting benefits, assuming that they're doing drugs. And that's what this bill does. We're saying that anyone who is collecting unemployment insurance, we assume you're spending your benefits, the money you receive from the fund, on drugs. Therefore, prove us wrong. We assume you do it, prove us wrong, and that you are suitable for work. I don't think that's a fair assumption. Thousands and thousands of people have been unemployed in this economy, in this state, to no fault of their own. Some even to the fault of their own. But to say to them, you do drugs, prove us wrong, I think reeks of elitism. Because as I tried to argue yesterday, we're not going to hold ourselves or any other person on public benefit to that standard, just to those who have lost a job. Mr. Speaker, I believe that this demonstrates to the public that us as legislators, that we play by a different set of rules, that we're paid by taxpayers and we're held to a different standard, that our neighbor, our family member, our friend who's unemployed, we assume that you're doing drugs, but don't assume that I'm doing them. Don't assume that anybody here that makes public policy does them, because you can't hold me accountable. But I, as a legislature, I can do that to you. And that's what this body is about to judge, Mr. Speaker. I believe that this bill will be proved in a year that because it has no teeth, because we are saying employers test everybody, but you have no ability, we have no ability to require you to report it. So we're going to test all of you who are looking for a job, but we're not going to let anybody know. We're not going to let the state know, because it increased cost of business, it takes up more of their time. They're not going to want to do it. And that's why the business community would never support a mandate as far as a reporting requirement in this bill. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I ask for this chamber's equity here to look at those who are collecting unemployment insurance as they would look at anyone else. Not assume that because they're unemployed, they've done something wrong, or that they participate in behavior that they would look down. That's a stereotype that we easily fall into, Mr. Speaker, and I think that this legislation is driving further. This body should hold itself to the same standard that it is trying to do to those who are unemployed. And Mr. Speaker, I think it is wrong. I think it is elitist. I think it is not a partisan nor a political issue. This is a fairness issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative.